Do you believe in the ability to change your own destiny? That you are capable of creating a new life, a life of prosperity and abundance? If you still don't believe in your power to transform, this video is for you. In today's video we will reveal a secret that has the potential to completely transform your reality. If you feel stuck and are looking for a solution to move forward, stay with us until the end. With this simple technique you can create your own reality, achieving success you never imagined you would achieve. Come with us and unravel the mystery that can reshape the course of your life. The technique I'm going to share today has impacted the lives of many entrepreneurs and people who, like you, feel stuck and seek something beyond the ordinary. Many famous people use this technique daily. Every piece of information in this video is very important. So stay focused. Each second of this video could be the missing piece in your puzzle, so you understand once and for all how to improve your life. Are you ready? Although it may seem complex, the quantum law is available for everyone to use. This is a secret that was kept for a long time, but has now been revealed. It is a power that we can access at any time. But before we start, I warn you, what you are about to learn could change the course of your life forever. Once you understand this law, there is no going back, okay? To talk about this law, we need to understand a little about the concept of quantum physics and how it revolutionized the world. In the 1920s, a theory known as the Copenhagen interpretation gained prominence in the newspapers of the time. This theory, developed by Niels Bohr and Werner Heisenberg, simulated a system composed of several situations that occurred simultaneously. Although the system was composed of many situations, it was noticed that, when it was observed or measured, only one of these possibilities was chosen. Weird, isn't it? Let's go deeper so you can understand better. Absolutely everything in our world is made up of small particles. Tiny particles of energy. If we had the superpower to see through a giant zoom microscope, we would see atoms and, as we got closer, we would see quantum particles. These small quantum particles that we are made of, have a very important characteristic: they appear to be in multiple places at the same time. To make it easier to understand, imagine that you also have another superpower, being in several places at the same time. At the same time as you work, you are also relaxing on a Caribbean beach and also walking in a park with your dog. This concept is difficult to accept because our human brain is linear and does not understand the possibility of the same body being in different places. But if you want a spoiler, here it is: yes. There are versions of you living in parallel realities to this one. Do you believe that? Continuing with our quantum law, let's understand better. We understand that everything is made up of particles, and if we look at the details, we realize that these particles can exist in many places at the same time. The most intriguing fact is, even though they seem to be everywhere at the same time, when observed, these particles choose a single position to be in. Returning to the previous example, if you were at work, on the beach and in the park at the same time, when you noticed someone watching you, focusing their attention on you, you would need to choose just one of these places to officially be. It's as if these particles live in secret parallel realities. The key point here is, if we are all made of these same particles, it means that we too can be in multiple places at the same time. And more than that, if we can scientifically change the material that makes up the universe simply by observing it, the idea that we can shape our own reality with our thoughts stops seeming so absurd. This is complex, but it's pure science. So, we come to our second spoiler: pay close attention to your thoughts. They are more powerful than you realize and are creating every inch of your reality so far, even if you are not aware of it. Now, let's return to the concepts of quantum physics. In the 1950s, another scientist named Hugh Everett came up with an even more intriguing idea. What if all quantum possibilities really occurred, but in different worlds? What if every time we observe, instead of choosing a situation within our reality, the universe chooses to branch into multiple worlds? Each world functions as a different reality, representing only one possibility. This is why you don't notice everything at once in your everyday life. The ramification of other realities is happening simultaneously, but in different worlds. This is mind-blowing, I know. But it's still fascinating. Despite being slightly different, both the theory of the 1920s and the theory that emerged in the 1950s have one thing in common: the crucial role of observation and attention. In other words, directing your attention to this can really influence reality. After this theory, now let's bring this concept into practice. Very briefly, we can say that, when we direct our attention correctly, magical things start to happen. With the right guidance, we can manifest quantum events of varying degrees of complexity, from a small chocolate to a new job or a new life with abundant financial circumstances. From now on, I'm going to show you how your attention can actually shape your reality. In practice. No more theory. Mastering your mind and controlling your attention is a very powerful skill for you to create the reality you want. We call this co-create. Do you want to understand how your attention determines which version of reality you manifest in your life? Before we dive deeper into this mystery, take a quick break to practice what you've learned so far. Remember, there are countless possibilities and the observer influences them. Do you understand this? Take the opportunity now to exercise your power to create your reality in a positive way and give us your thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving more videos like this. Now, let's go. The first step is to understand energy. Have you ever felt that, even though you try hard, things don't seem to evolve, as if they were stuck or stagnant? Or that you are stuck in repetitive patterns? Well, it could indicate that your energy is stagnant. The energy needs to flow. When energy doesn't flow, we become stuck in repetitive situations, maintaining patterns that no longer please us. And guess what directs this energy? Our attention. Where we place our attention, energy flows again. An important detail that many people don't know is, there are two types of attention. The first of these is polarized attention, which can attract or repel realities. The second type is non-polarized attention, which is neutral and has the power to dissolve realities. In this video, we're just going to focus on attracting realities, okay? According to quantum laws, if we think about polarized attention, we arrive at two aspects: positive and negative attention. When we keep a positive outlook on something, everything changes. But understand, life doesn't care about the type of our attention. It simply perceives and receives the information we are focused on and sends us more of it. If you're worried about debt or the money you just lost, guess what? Life will send you more situations of financial loss and even more bills to pay. But if you put your attention on prosperity, on receiving money, the universe will send you more money and even more prosperity. So, maintaining positive attention is a very important point in this process. Have you ever noticed how we human beings live a life in survival mode? From a very young age we learn to prioritize our survival. It's something instinctive. It's as if we live with an alarm on, always watching for threats. This is a reflection of our ancestors, of course. But we don't live in caves anymore. Things need to evolve. Life needs to evolve. You need to evolve. If you go about your life with your attention focused only on fear, what are you attracting? Exactly what you don't want, more situations that make you afraid. Living a life in fear and consuming content that awakens even more fear in you is the path to creating a terrible reality. These contents generate thoughts, which lead to feelings and emotions, which then lead us to actions. Often, the actions we take are not the ones we wanted to take, but they are the ones that end up happening. This is the flow of the law of attraction. Thoughts generate feelings. Feelings generate actions. Actions lead us to create the life we think. So, once again, constantly watch your thoughts and the feelings they have brought into your life. This is the main point for everything to work. Pay attention to the content you consume, whether on the internet, television, radio, and even in conversations with people close to you. Avoid consuming content that doesn't add value and makes you feel bad. Look for things that enrich your life, like good videos, good books, and good people. Most people complain that the law of attraction doesn't work, but they also don't realize that they live their lives vibrating at low energies. They remain trapped in their webs of negative relationships, without even questioning what is happening around them. Stop for a minute and notice how the media often directs us towards fear and polarized living, choosing the extreme as the direction of our lives. After all, it's easier to manipulate people when they're consumed by anger or fear. On the other hand, when we take too much pride in something, we can also become blind to other possibilities. It's as if this possibility is the most important thing in the world and none of the other options can be considered. And the problem is precisely this: sometimes we want a specific thing so much that we block the arrival of other situations that, if we allowed them, could be even better than the first. So, know exactly what you want and where you want to go, but be open to new possibilities. Always keep in mind that we are magnets and attract exactly everything we think about. You manifest what you think. You attract what you pay attention to. So, be a conscious magnet and take care of your own thoughts, be aware of the content you consume and take care of your energy. Believe that you can change your life. Instead of focusing on fear, focus on love, growth, and prosperity. This is not esotericism or empty positive thinking, this is science. Remember, where we put our attention, we put our energy. And where we put our energy, we create our reality. If we can train our minds to focus on what we want, rather than what we no longer want, significant changes will begin to happen. So, the next time you're in traffic and someone cuts you off, instead of getting angry, honking your horn and wanting to fight, take a deep breath and be grateful for being safe, for having a car and a destination to go. Change the focus. Place your attention on the positive polarity. We're not talking about toxic positivity or suggesting that you ignore your problems, they exist and we need to face them. But the way we decide to face them makes all the difference and can change our reality. If we always react with anger or fear, that is what we are attracting into our lives. From the moment we begin to respond with calm, gratitude and a positive outlook, we are feeding a high energy that has the power to change things. And so, gradually, your reality begins to transform. Always remember, you are the creator of your reality. And now that you understand the science behind it, what's the next thing you'll create?